October 2025. Silence. Then, the entire K-pop industry erupts in chaos. HYB, without warning, drops a 14-second cinematic teaser titled simply HYB Global Music Festival, opening ACT. No narration, no voice, only a spotlight, and then two silhouettes step onto a massive empty stage. Kim Taehyung, Jungkook, and O Group. No backup dancers, just the two youngest members of BTS, standing side by side, in a way the world hasn't seen since before military enlistment. The screen fades to black. October 26, 2025, live broadcast worldwide. And that was enough to crash Weverse in 11 minutes. It trended #1 globally on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Naver, and even Weibo. Within 47 minutes, news outlets like Billboard, CNN, and Yonhap had already confirmed HYB has officially booked Taehyung and Jungkook as the opening act for the biggest music festival in company history, and BTS name used. No mention of reunion, but ARMY doesn't need a label. They already know this isn't just a duet, this is a signal. Within seconds of the teaser dropping, the internet was no longer the same. #OK_opening act, #BTSRUNION, all trending worldwide within 3 minutes. Not just on X, Twitter, but Instagram Reels, TikTok Live, and even YouTube search auto-completed their names before typing finished. K-Media reporters confirmed that HYB's Seoul headquarters suddenly went on full security lockdown, with paparazzi crowding the entire street outside the building, something not seen since BTS appeared at the 2022 Grammys. Meanwhile, in New York Times comment sections, people weren't just talking about K-pop, they were using words like cultural reset, pop history in motion, the real beginning of the BTS comeback. Even Netflix Korea's official account subtly joined the storm, posting a black screen with a caption, "We've been waiting for this one." No further explanation. Fans lost their minds. And perhaps the most chilling reaction, a Japanese news anchor on Fuji TV, normally calm and formal, literally paused mid-broadcast, looked at the camera, and, before moving on, said softly, "Ladies and gentlemen, the legends are waking up." HYB's move may have seemed sudden, but the signs were always there. Last month, Taehyung mysteriously said in a Weverse Voice Live, "You waited. Now what if I tell you it's time?" 1 week later, Jungkook, during a casual gym live stream, paused, smirked at the camera, and said nothing for 10 seconds, then walked off stream without ending it. He left ARMY staring at a black screen. And 2 days ago, HYB quietly updated its trademark list. A new protected term appeared, Project TJK. No description, no category .0 official explanation. ARMY went from confused to absolutely certain. This is not a coincidence. Taehyung and Jungkook didn't just happen to be the opening act. This is the first public step, a test of fan impact, a controlled spark in preparation for something far greater. It is still weeks before the festival, but major cities are already moving like it's the night before a BTS comeback concert. In Seoul's Hongdae district, cafes are fully booked for watch parties already. In Jakarta and Manila, ARMY group chats have started printing Taekook banners without even seeing the stage yet. In New York Times Square, a massive LED has been rented out by fans with the phrase, "We waited. We're ready." And then, the most emotional scene in Sao Paulo, Brazil, ARMY gathered at 2 a.m. spontaneously after the teaser dropped, crying and singing Still With You in the rain. No speakers, just voices. They didn't even know the lyrics perfectly, but the tears were real. This is not just a duet, not just a performance. For the first time since military enlistment, Taehyung and Jungkook are officially standing on the same global stage, not for solo brands, not for fashion, not for ads, but under the HYB festival banner, the same banner that once introduced BTS to the world. This is HYB's biggest stage since the 2022 Proof era, and this time, it starts not with the leader RM, not with the eldest Jin, but with the two youngest, Tae and Jungkook, the living heartbeat of BTS emotional. Story.HYB knows what they're doing. This is not random. This is emotional strategy. Jin? Silent.rm? No comment. Jimin? Vanished since Vogue shoot. Suga? Not even a cryptic emoji. J-Hope? Only posted his dog. The silence is too coordinated. IT feels like they're all waiting, keeping the stage clear, allowing Taehyung and Jungkook to ignite the first spark. As if what's coming is not an individual comeback but the beginning of a formation. Korean insider media dispatch claimed, HYB is not calling this a comeback, but internally, the term used is re-entry. Meanwhile, CNN Asia broke silence with a headline, BTS Phase 2 might begin sooner than anyone predicted. Billboard simply wrote, fandom is feeling something real, and history has proven, ARMY is never wrong. Fans have started forming genius-level theories. Taehyung is the emotion. Jungkook is the impact. The perfect emotional plus power opening strike. They're the most visually cinematic pair, making it perfect for visual launch. Suga's rumored comeback album title contains the word reunion, which means Taekook may be the first chapter, not the whole book. One theory now viral. HYB is reassembling BTS in reverse order. Youngest to eldest, Jungkook and Tae first. The butterfly effect begins. During an emergency press Q&A, a reporter directly asked HYB, is this the beginning of BTS reunification? HYB's spokesperson smiled, paused, and simply replied, you waited, now watch. The room exploded. NO denial, NO confirmation, just absolute confidence. It is still days away from the festival, yet the internet already feels like the night before doomsday excitement. ARMY isn't asking if something bigger is coming, they're asking, is this the moment we will remember 10 years from now, as the night BTS returned? And deep down, they already know the answer, because for the first time in years, Taehyung and Jungkook are no longer walking parallel, they are walking forward, together. The world is not just waiting, it's holding its breath. Cities begin installing public viewing screens, the kind usually reserved for World Cup finals or presidential inaugurations at Seoul COEX Mall. Screens begin testing silent visuals of the HYB festival stage, before being covered again. In Los Angeles, Korean communities rent out entire cinema halls, not for a movie, but to watch Taehyung and Jungkook walk on stage, live. Uncut. In Dubai, Burj Khalifa fans are negotiating a Taekook light show projection. Nobody is calling this just a stage appearance anymore, they're calling it Chapter 0, the moment before a new era. This isn't just excitement, this is personal. ARMYs online begin posting something heartbreaking and beautiful. Thousands are writing letters to their younger selves, the ones who waited since BTS paused group activities. You waited through the military years. You cried during farewell lives. This moment is the reward for every tear you held back. Others simply write, I survived long enough to see Taekook walk side by side again. Some fans even decide, no spoilers. I will not watch leaks before the official moment. I owe them that respect. This isn't hype, this is love, loyalty, legacy. Stage crew photos leak through Twitter Korea. The stage isn't flashy, it's minimalist. Almost like a memory at a long white runway, dark surrounding space, and at the very end, 2 spotlights, left and right, perfect distance apart. Equal, the symbolism is too obvious. Not leader and member, not senior and junior, but 2 pillars. Equal flame, not BTS yet, but clearly the start of something holy. Fans notice something eerie. Taehyung and Jungkook, since the teaser, have not posted even one solo content. And ads. No brand deals. No unrelated distractions. The world tries to bait them, magazines, CF brands, variety shows, but both remain completely silent, as if preserving the purity of what's coming. One Korean reporter writes, Taehyung and Jungkook aren't promoting, they're preparing. This is not marketing. This is legacy maintenance before ignition.